perfect. I'll write it as a Vice-style feature, cinematic and raw, like a real documentary exploring the rise of SkyRage Jets, a mysterious and revolutionary fighter jet program pushing the limits of air warfare. Vice feature.
SkyRage Jets, the edge of the sky. By Vice News.
A deep dive into the world's most dangerous obsession. Air dominance. Intro. A desert runway somewhere unnamed. The camera shakes as a jet engine roars to life. Dust swirls in the orange dawn. A shape emerges when sleek, dark, and almost alien. This is the SR-9 Valkyrie, the latest creation of SkyRage Jets. A name whispered inside defense circles, feared by rivals, and envied by pilots. SkyRage doesn't show up on official government records. There's no press release, no glitzy expo. Their logo, a silver falcon ripping through a lightning bolt, shows up on the tail of aircraft that officially don't exist. In the age of hypertech and AI warfare, SkyRage is the ghost in the clouds. The legend begins. The story starts in 2013, not in Washington, Moscow, or Beijing, but in a forgotten airbase deep in the Nevada desert. A group of rogue engineers, ex-test pilots, and military outcasts came together under one code name, Project SkyRage. Their goal wasn't profit. It was obsession, to build a jet that could outfly everything on the planet. Something beyond stealth, beyond speed. They called it the machine that breathes with the pilot. For years, rumors spread through aviation chat rooms and dark defense forums, a craft that could perform 12G maneuvers without breaking apart. A cockpit that reads brain signals before the pilot even moves. It sounded like science fiction, until it wasn't. Inside the hangar, footage never meant to be seen. Vis got access to a hangar said to belong to SkyRage, location undisclosed. Inside, an aircraft that looks like it was drawn by an artist high on adrenaline. Angular wings, carbon black fuselage, sensors glowing faint blue. One of the engineers, speaking anonymously, tells us, "We don't design jets for politics. We design them for the sky to fear them." He pauses. Every country builds fighters. We build predators. The SR-9 Valkyrie, he explains, is not just fast and it thinks. Its onboard AI called Raven doesn't wait for human commands. It predicts threats, countermeasures, and maneuvers in milliseconds. The pilot becomes a part of the machine, not the controller, but the heart. The new arms race. In a world where fifth-generation jets like the F-35 and Su-57 dominate headlines, SkyRage operates in the shadows of what experts are now calling sixth-gen ghost tech. Their aircraft, insiders say, can vanish from radar not by stealth coding, but by adaptive electromagnetic camouflage, bending signals dynamically like an invisibility cloak. If that's true, we're talking about the death of traditional radar warfare. And yet, SkyRage isn't backed by any known government. They're mercenaries of the sky, says one intelligence analyst in London. They build for whoever pays, or whoever they believe deserves power. It's a wild card in global defense politics. Some say they're privately funded by a coalition of tech billionaires. Others believe it's a secret wing of NATO operations. But when Vice reached out for comment, every official agency we contacted denied even hearing the name SkyRage. The pilots, ghosts with call signs. In rare interviews, pilots who claim to have flown SkyRage prototypes describe the experience as terrifyingly intimate. The jet moves before you think, one ex-US Air Force pilot told us. It's like your nervous system gets uploaded. You don't fly it, it flies you. He says the first test flights were brutal. Pilots blacked out, hallucinated, even lost memory for hours after landing. But those who adapted, those who merged with the jet, became something else entirely. SkyRage pilots aren't soldiers, he adds quietly. They're evolutions. Inside the helmet, the pilot's eyes track heat signatures miles away, while AI filters weather, wind, and enemy positions into an augmented reality display. The fusion of man and machine, once fantasy, is now a weapon. The cost of perfection. But behind the power lies a darker truth. Multiple reports link SkyRage is testing grounds to unexplained explosions and radiation leaks. Local residents in nearby desert towns report hearing sonic booms at 3 a.m., seeing ghost triangles streaking across the night sky. One former technician claims that early versions of the Valkyrie used experimental neural implants that burned out pilots' motor functions. They wanted perfection, he says, but perfection kills humans. Vice could not independently verify these claims, but the silence surrounding SkyRage speaks volumes. In an age of digital leaks and whistleblowers, not a single blueprint or official document has surfaced online. That level of secrecy is not normal. It's deliberate. The future is silent. Today, rumors suggest SkyRage has moved its main operations to an undisclosed site near the Arctic Circle, where they test something even more radical, a jet that doesn't use fuel. Instead, it harnesses magnetoplasma propulsion, capable of near-space flight. If true, this means SkyRage isn't building jets anymore. They're building hybrids between aircraft and spacecraft. The military world is shifting fast. Nations are preparing for wars that will be fought not just in the skies, but in the thin edge of space. And SkyRage seems to be ahead of everyone, quietly rewriting the physics of flight. Outro: the echo above the clouds. As the sun sets over a silent desert, the sound of a jet thunders overhead, unseen but unmistakable. The camera pans up, but there's nothing there, just a shimmer in the air, like heat distortion. Maybe it was a bird. Maybe it was something else. SkyRage Jets remains the most mysterious name in modern aviation, a symbol of how far humanity will go to conquer the sky, and how much we're willing to risk to stay on top of it. We were never meant to own the sky, one engineer says before disappearing into the dark. But SkyRage, they're trying anyway. Vice and Slate, static and engine noise, SkyRage Jets. The edge of tomorrow, already flying R-tone for video.